Hi, I'm Sarah Elliott with the Coalition of Small Business Innovators. I'm here today with Doug Doerfler, the President and CEO of MaxCyte. How are you, Doug?
I'm good, Sarah.
Good.
How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Can you tell me a little bit about MaxCyte?
Sure. Well, we're located in Gaithersburg, Maryland, and we're a biotechnology company. We're a platform company, and we have two lines of business. One is we help companies discover and develop new medicines, and we also develop and discover our own class of medicines as well.
Great. And can you tell me a little bit about how R&D works for you, how helpful things like tax reform could be to attracting more research and development in your company?
Well, R&D is, it's our lifeblood, and we've been in business for 13 years, and we invented a new technology, and it took us about 5 years to actually build the technology out to a point where we can actually begin to do even early stage experiments for medicines. And it was critical that we had early stage investors. It's a very difficult process of finding these investors at the earliest, highest risk part of a startup's life. And over the course of the last, we've been in business for about 13 years, and we've been in the clinic for 3 or 4 years now. So it's taken us a long time to get the technology to a point where it actually could be used in humans. And so now it's being tested in a number of locations. It's critical that we figure out ways of improving the tax code. The tax code really is for profitable and revenue generating companies, and it really doesn't incentivize investors. And one key area that I think would help is to incentivize early stage investors to come in and invest in companies, pre-revenue companies, where the tax code would incentivize those investors versus companies who are paying taxes and are revenue companies. So most of the new medicines, most of the breakthrough medicines are coming from small pre-revenue companies. So if we can figure out ways of building out the tax code that favor investors, that help investors make a decision to invest in our companies, my sense is that we'll have more life-saving medicines that will be coming through, and also medicines that will help reduce overall healthcare costs.
Great. I want to talk about that a little bit. Your companies like yours are doing work that have huge impacts for people,
yes,
for diseases, and let's talk a little bit about why that innovation is so important in this country.
So we focus primarily on cancer. We also have some work in pandemic flu, so big public health issues. And these are breakthrough medicines. Again, these are medicines that we've invented, we're developing on our own. We've been able to build a business. We have 25 people in our company, but other companies like mine are growing, and you're hiring in talented 21st century jobs, knowledge workers, people with advanced degrees, higher paid, more higher paid people. And so these companies are in all 50 states. And it's clear that this is the future of the 21st century economy.
That's great. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would like to add that, again, I think a critical part of this is making sure we really think through the federal tax codes, so we can incentivize, again, investors in the earliest stages to be patient investors. These programs take a long time. My investors have been in my company for 13 years. They will probably be in the company, investing in the company, another 5 years before they get a return. So they have to be patient, and they typically are patient, but we need to maintain a tax code and create a tax code that incentivizes these longer term investors to stay in our kind of companies.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Sarah Elliott with the Coalition of Small Business Innovators, joined by Doug Doerfler from MaxCyte. Thank you.